doing? I bet you like the second half better than the first.
For many reasons.
For many,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
congratulations. That was the battle that you said it would be. You also said that you had to fight your way past them in the first to get to the second. The Oracle spoke clearly to you in preparation for this one.
Yeah, it's find a way to win, man. And that's what we've consistently done. And we had to make some adjustments in the second half, obviously. We've talked about it too. Just defensively, we're a little smaller at guard, and I thought in the first half, two things really hurt us. One, they tried to post up our smaller guards with their bigger guards, and they were able to do that. And then just our press, we 3 times we didn't close out to the person on the wing right here. We give up an open shot, and they make all 3 of them. And so that's a huge difference. So we had to change how we pressed in the second half, just because our rotations with the second unit wasn't quite where they needed to be. Um, but we adjusted and we found a way to win and played a much better game in the second half. Rebounded the ball better.
Yes.
But they have some things. They have some forwards they can attack. They got some guards that can shoot the ball and they hit shots.
Coach, one of the scariest things for any opposing coach or player came late in the game when you had Simone James and Layla Lawrence in the front court on the floor at the same time. Only a couple of minutes probably. But what are your thoughts on that duo up there?
I think offensively, it can be a really good unit for us. That high-low it can be really special, and defensively, as far as being able to rebound the ball, also a good unit for that. But the only part that kind of worried me was her driving, number 10 driving, because she did a great job all game driving, and that wasn't what hurt us. 23, Zaria Collins got 2 deep seals in right there that really, we got to do a better job of keeping her high and wide. But it's valuable experience for some of our young bigs to get in and get that, no matter what time of the game is. We need our complete unit of bigs ready for the end of the year. And so part of this is getting in and some crunch time moments because we needed some subs. Our Dez and Jay were tired, and we needed some fresh bodies, even if it was just for a minute or two. We need to be able to give them a spell. So not a bad job, but we'll continue to get better right there.
Coach, what did you say to him at halftime, and particularly about rebounding, where it was very, very close statistically, and really the energy level wasn't quite, neither team probably had it to match yesterday's in the first game of this tourney, but today it looked like Northeastern came out a little hotter.
I told him quite pleasantly that we thought we were going to just win this game. We thought we were riding high from yesterday. We didn't come out with the same energy, whatever they drank or ate before the game yesterday. They didn't do that. We didn't come out with the same will to win, and didn't come out to just impose our will on them. I thought we played passive. They came out with energy, and they played with energy from start to finish the entire game. Not just in the first quarter or first half. They played with energy that whole time, and we didn't do that. And so, we've got to be more consistent when it comes to that and when it comes to our preparation, no matter how we did the day before or not. Like we got to come to play. And so that's what we talked about, is being us. And we're a team that rebounds the ball. We're a team that gets to the free throw line. I still didn't think we did a good job of getting to the paint like we needed to, but people stepped up. What a game from Reve Payne. That was some vintage.
18. That's a new career high for her in a Commerce uniform.
Yeah, some vintage Bay. That was the Reve Payne that we recruited with the ability to score the ball like that. And 2 bigs, 2 starters got double doubles. And then one thing that we really talked about in pregame today was Yanni and her turnovers. I said, right now in a year you got 8 assists and 20 turnovers. That needs to be flipped. We need the 20 assists, 8 turnovers, and today, she comes out 6 assists, 2 turnovers, and finds a way to get better in that area. And so, we're still very early in the season, finding ways to get better, but we're doing that with wins, and that's what matters right now.
Coach, tell everybody a bit about the transformation of Simone James from her first year. Very little playing time, very little opportunity because she just wasn't ready.
Well, didn't play. She redshirted.
Okay.
That was her first year was the 1920 season, and we recruited her to come and redshirt and develop, and she bought into that 100% and came here and just dedicated the year to getting better, to working on herself, to working on her game, working on her confidence. And I think the biggest change from last year to this year is her confidence. She's playing with a whole different level of confidence. She knows that she belongs here and belongs on the floor, and what an impact she's making. And as good as she's playing, she's still very fresh when it comes to playing because we had the COVID year last year, and she got that year back. So technically, she's a redshirt super freshman, but didn't play and didn't play that much last year, and rightfully so. Still didn't have the preseason to really develop like we wanted to. But we had a healthy Jordan Beatty. We had a Zhang Tak. We still had Juliana. We still had Desiree Colonel. We had Desiree Devine last year. So we had a full complement of bigs last year. So it was tough for her to get on the floor. But, man, has she worked on her game, developed, and finding ways to really be an impact player for us right now.
From the leadership perspective and the teammate perspective, how valuable is it to you and Markeith Brown and your assistants to have Juliana Lewis still as a player and a teammate to those two young posts, Lawrence and James?
We call her Grand sometimes. You just can't put a price on what she means to this team. As far as just like, one, she's an old soul and has been here before. She knows what it takes to win. She knows how to do the right things off the floor. She knows when to have fun and when it's time to buckle down, and she knows how to pass it on to her teammates. And she's such a great teammate, but not just off the floor, on the floor. The way her help side defense has been tremendous for us. So many times that she bails her teammates out, and I think she had 3 blocks. She had 3 fouls today. They were all blocks. They were all attempts to take a charge, and she's putting her body on the line for the team right there. And nobody else is doing like that with the exception of Ashley Shipley when she's in the game. She is taking charges too, but Jay is selling out and just really being a great teammate, great leader, and we need that this year.
All right, so it was kind of spread out. You got started on October 27th with your first exhibition game. You get Game 6 in a month and a 1 day later. Now you get a little bit of a breather before Southwestern Assemblies comes in, and then Lone Star Conference opponents, whether they're conference games or not.
Yeah, and so, the good thing about what we've done so far is our non-conference schedule that counts for D2 is done, and we're 6-0. And that right there, that's what you want to do. You want to accomplish that. You want to be able to find a way to get ahead as far as regional rankings and all that, and really put yourself in position to have the best seed in the NCAA tournament. That's what non-conference is about. And then do that while preparing yourself to go make a conference run. And so, I think we've done that. We're learning our team even more, and we're having to play in some games with some adversity, and that's good for us because that's what's going to happen in conference. There are going to be some games where you got to grind it out and just find a way to win. And the fact that we've had to do that a couple of times early on, it's been good for us. It's a good learning experience. Good opportunities for growth for some of our youngins, when we go there in conference play, we'll go there knowing that we've been here before and we won.
Outstanding stuff. Congratulations, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Another W, and I tell you what, Simone James, Layla Lawrence plays more like a sophomore or a junior, doesn't she?
Yeah, and it's tough, man. We have some talent, and it's tough to rotate people when you're this talented, and so that's what's been good about our team as far as the buy-in, because everybody wants to play, and everybody just wants to be on the floor. But minutes are hard to get when you're as talented as we are, and that's what's fun. I told my assistant coach, Coach Murphy, in shoot around, like, what sucks is that you look up, and you look at the LSC, leaders, and we don't have very many that are in the leaderboard, but yet we're averaging 80 points a game right now. We hit 80 again today. And we're doing it with a different person coming and being a leading scorer. They, for the first time this year, is our leading scorer. And you got. I'm looking at the board. There's 3 other people in double figures outside of Reve because we're a tough team to guard. Because who do you stop? Like, it's people probably didn't know how good Bay was unless they've been in the Lone Star Conference for a little while, and just hadn't seen that happen in a Lion jersey. And Shania Wright was an All-American in 1920, and she's capable of going off. And so it's a good problem to have as a coach. But proud of our team for how they continue to be bought in and do what it takes to win.
All right, Coach, congratulations again. Can't wait to do it again. That'll be Monday next.
Yep.
A noon start. Southwestern Assemblies of God comes in on Education Day. Have you got your earplugs ready for all those high-pitched pre-teenage voices?
Oh, man, it's going to be a fun time. And if you hadn't been a part of an Education Day, there are going to be kids all in these stands right here. It is going to get loud. It is going to be fun. It's going to be a great atmosphere. If you have a chance to, even if it's just for your lunch break, to come over here and be a part of Education Day, what a great time it's going to be.
It's a tough place if you got a headache because you know Mank's going to play Baby Shark for those kids,
Oh, yeah.
and they're just going to blow up.
Yeah, for sure.
Outstanding. Coach, we'll see you when we get home.
Sounds good. I appreciate you.
Jason Burton, head coach of A&M-Commerce Lion women. They're winners today, 80-67 against Northeastern State. We need to